must be the traveling these performers. What were they thinking? Coming all the way out to perform in a village like this. What a disgraceful outfit. I could never let my child see that. I hope they put on a play about a romance between the Irish aristocrats. Hi there, young man. I hope you'll come out to see the Jigs, etc. company perform. I thought I was being stared at, but this is something altogether different. Remember, we're supposed to be entertainers now, so you can't get angry no matter what they say to you. French. I'm just as out of place here. Besides, you can pass as an educated gentleman as long as you can keep quiet. In my case, I just come across as a Roma who came to the New World to make my fortune. These villagers may not care for the British Army, but they don't have much love for the French either. In fact, this British settlement and France are currently at odds with each one another. Only 40 miles north, the competition for resources is fierce between colonies. Truth to be told, my great-grandfather, the first head of our family, was part of the French loss of their comrades. Is that why you and Robin are always arguing? You really should stop taking shots at him. You're barking at the wrong guy. He's the one who's together. You'll need to find ways to get along. Sometimes other people just have their own way of doing things, and that's okay. I'm trying to be as accommodating as I can. Isn't that? Yes, that's the girl we saw last night. I've been looking for her too. I can't believe a Watley is out and about in broad daylight. You've got a lot of nerves coming out here, and you never show your face at church. I'm just going to buy whale oil, and just what are you going to do with that? And are you going to use it for another blasphemous spell, or has this girl wronged you somehow? Who are you? Oh, you're one of those traveling performers. That's right, my name is Sanson. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Tell me, what possible use could this girl have for oil besides lighting a lantern? What business is it of yours? Jaws, we just talked about this. Are you threatening me? No, that was not my intention. I apologize if I offended you. What a strange man. He's gone now. Well, I guess that worked out. The fugitive from last night. Your performers? That's right. I'm sorry for frightening you. She hasn't let her guard down at all. Would you mind we ask you about what happened last night? I think you could tell us would be a big help. What really surprised us seeing something like that happening right after we got here. Did Abby say something to you? Oh, so you're a friend of Abigail's? That makes things easier. Stop it. Nobody's friends with me. Lavinia. My name is Lavinia Watley. Everyone in Salem knows my family and hates them. Do you think that old man was just yelling at me for no reason? Wait, did the horn on her forehead just grew bigger for a moment? I guess what it just did. He wasn't. The whole village hates me. What we're doing. Don't blame them. So your family is tying you down. I'm Charles. Why are you being so nice to me? Is it because how I look? I'm an albino, a freak, a living skeleton. Yeah, her horn definitely grew bigger and smaller. All your albinism means that you were born without enough melanin. That's nothing to be ashamed of. You're an idiot. If you want the show to succeed here, you should stay away from me. We would never change admission to children. Isn't that right, Matahari? Of course not. We hope to see you at the show, Lavinia. If you would like, we'll even be happy to provide a seat where you can watch it in privacy without worrying about the rest of the audience. Then I just have one request. What's that? Don't tell Abby I wasn't there last night. If you do, I'll tell everyone else what I saw. I'll tell them you used magecraft to kill those beasts. I saw the whole thing. Why is she so certain about that? So you wish us to keep your presence a secret from Abigail, do you? I can see this is very important to you. So, what will you do? Alright, we promise we won't tell her. Don't talk to me again, okay? I'm afraid we cannot promise that. Guess we have a problem on our hand. Could an ordinary child be so unbothered after seeing a fight like that? The Watley family, I think we had better look into them as well. That's all well and good, but it kind of looked to me like you cared more about her than her possible connection to the Demon God Pillar. Are you sure we can trust her? I am, yes. Really now? Well, never mind that, for the time being, let's go report this to Master. I wonder how Robin and the others are doing. Robin, suggestion. Listen. What is it, Prince Netza? If you got something secret to tell me, make it quick. Cause there's a sweet little tavern over there with my name on it. On duty. On duty. Drink not. Want not. I mean, Robin, listen. Have a suggestion. Yeah, what is it already? This area, strange, unrealistic, therefore, no sense in sneaking. We capture villagers, question them individually, rational, efficient. We can handle anyone who resists, concern, unnecessary. Aha, I see, no wonder you were cast in a period piece. Naturally. So you're kind of chafing under the whole slow, methodical investigation thing, yeah? I don't blame you. If we want to run in and start throwing our weight around to find out what we're looking for quickly, we could do that. We're servants and they're ordinary people. They'll be way easier to handle than monsters. That's that. I won't pretend like I've got everything all figured out, but even though we can feel the runaway demon god pillars aura all around us, we're still trying to figure it out what's really going on here. You still haven't been at Chaldea all that long. You weren't with us traveling back in time during the restoration of humanity. Back then we had to be real careful not to interfere too much, or we could have ended up changing history. There's a little chance of that happening. There's little chance of that happening here, but we still had to be careful. Careful not to bring along anything that didn't exist in this time, so we could get in here to begin with. And we're dealing with this false incarnation nonsense weakening us. If we just stormed in and made enemies of the whole town, we might have wound up dead. They could have brought a whole militia against us or something. We always had the option of brute force where necessary in other scenarios, but here I think that might actually be the worst thing we could do. I'm pretty sure Master picked up on this too, you know. If you were to ask him, he'll tell you that violence isn't the answer here in Salem. I kinda like it's kinda like we're trying to make our way through the Ensfall Og with someone holding on our lifeline. Don't yet know about out and just get knocked right off the stage. As long as we don't know who we're up against, it's best to act like each other. We could stop. It's best like we act like each step could be our last. Besides, we're out here trying to keep these people safe. Remember, this is a peaceful village of innocent people. We have no call to go around hurting them, right? Pondering, reconsidering. Understood. We'll play along. Really? Awesome. Good to see you can listen. Unlike a certain frog I could mention. Right then. Let's go try some of that Caribbean imported rum. No drinking. Hinders investigation. Out of question. Come on, you're kidding, right? Don't get all straight-laced on me now, your highness. So the sea is past those wheat fields. This whole land must be a grassland. This whole area. I read that land like this is that a share and managed by the whole village is called a common here. This should be a site I'd be ran off to. I wonder where she could be now. By the way, senpai, did you think there was something a little strange about Medea? I think I was just imagining things before we race shifted, but now, you know, she was acting strange. So you thought so too, then? She just doesn't seem to be like herself somehow. At first I thought she might be upset about how he asked her to come to a place that's best known for its witch trials. But then she was eager to help me set up the comm device last night. I'm just not sure what to think anymore. I trust your intuition, Mash. Senpai, thank you. I appreciate that. Of course, I hope I'm wrong about this. We made through the battlefield and into Salem. No matter how peaceful the scenery may be, this is still enemy territory. It's eminently possible we've played into their hands without realizing it. Look, there's a gold rabbit hopping around here. Huh? Where did that come from? A gold rabbit? Where is it? Wait, that's not a gold rabbit. That's golden hair. It's Abby. Wait, is Abby a rabbit now? Like, mashes the eggplant? Ugh, don't tease me like that, senpai. Oh, hello, Mr. Ringmaster. Hello, Mash. Did you come all this way looking for me? I'm sorry for running off like that. I promise I'll go home soon. I would just like to stay out here a little longer. Abby. I'm sorry I made someone as wonderful and nice as you worry, Mash. I know it was all my fault. And I know that Uncle is just being sensible. He's completely right. I was thoughtless and put all my friends in danger. I even ended up making Tituba in awful trouble when she didn't do anything wrong. And after she told me such wonderful tales from her homeland, too. After all that, I shouldn't just be allowed to watch her show like I did nothing wrong. I didn't know what to say to her. Is there anything way we can cheer her up, senpai? Why don't we take a little walk? A walk? Okay, I love going on walks. There's a path to the beach down that hill over there. The wind's not too cold today, so I bet it's perfect weather. It's perfect weather for a walk. It's really nice out, right? Yes, it's lovely. Oh, I almost forgot. Uncle said I'm not supposed to talk to the guests. What about talking to friends? Oh yes, that's a wonderful idea. You're fun, Mr. Ringmaster. What are some of your favorite things, Abby? My favorite things. I'm so glad you asked, Mr. Ringmaster. I have so many things it's hard to keep track. Let's see, one of them is definitely pancakes. I adore fluffy pancakes with lots of butter and crispy bacon on top. Lots of butter? That's very oily and unhealthy. Lol. Oh, and more than anything, I love mashed potatoes covered with piping hot gravy. That's actually good. Mashed potato with hot gravy. There's nothing better than that. That does sound incredibly delicious. Gravy, huh? I've heard of it before, but I've never actually had it. What is it like? Oh, goodness, Mash. You've never had gravy before? Do they not make it in Europe? They do. Not in Korea at all. It's a scrumptious sauce made using a juice from cooked meat. It's not the kind of thing you have every day either. You only get to enjoy it on Thanksgiving. It's too bad you and the rest of the J6 title company didn't come during a holiday, Mr. Ringmaster. Well, I hate this name already. It has been a while since we celebrated anything, though. I see. I'm sorry to hear that. Still, the meal that Tituba made for us was very good in its own right. I never had porridge before either, so it was quite novel. It's okay, Mash, I understand. You don't have to be so polite. Tituba does the best she can with what little we have. But I know the porridge isn't something seasoned travelers like you would really love. I'm sorry, I guess you saw right through me. Isabel cares a lot about being frugal, though I'm not sure why. Maybe it has to do with her own beliefs? So when she makes porridge, she'll water down the milk and skimp a lot on the honey. I'm not sure if Uncle just doesn't mind or he likes how she saves him money. But he never says a word about it. There are so many things that Salem is missing. Do you like this village, Abby? Oh, you want to know how I feel about Salem? Nobody ever asked me about that before. I'm not quite sure how to answer. Were you born here, Abby? Yes, I was. There's a comet in the sky the year I was born. It was so big you could even see it during the day. I don't remember seeing it myself, but I'm pretty sure it must have been a wonderful sight. Anyway, I'm sure Salem pales in comparison to some place like Boston. Oh. Maybe I should change the voice I use for Abby. But even this town has a lot going. I can't do a chibi voice. No. Even Kron is better at it, even though he's still bad at it. Oof. Uncle told me that its name comes from the word Jerusalem. You know all about Jerusalem does. Every good Christian does. It's the holy city that was once ruled by both King David and King Solomon. The Knights of the Crusades headed east to find it, but our pilgrims' fathers set sail to the west instead. When they arrived at the New World, they founded the towns of Plymouth, Boston, and Salem. It must have been really hard when they first arrived, but now ships come to air from around the world. And you saw how big our rye fields are, right? Can you believe this all used to be woodland once? God was kind enough to let us put down roots and settle down here. We're truly blessed. You're very proud about being part of a pioneer village, aren't you? Of course I am. It's where I was born and raised after all. Isn't everyone proud of where they grew up? ... Not me. I'm not proud. Yes, that's right. I think I'm using the wrong voice for the wrong person. I think I can understand how you feel. It's only a little... This is how history was made, after all. Plus, at this time, New England was still a British colony and hadn't yet declared its independence as America. America? Who's that? Oh, I'm sorry. Just forget I said anything. That's right, the people of Salem are still technically British, even if they did become colonists to seek their independence. I have to remember they are not servants, and don't have any modern day knowledge. Have you ever been anywhere besides Salem, Abby? Well, no, not yet. I haven't left Salem in my whole life. Really? Not even once? Not even once. Everything I know about Boston, I heard from others. I'm sorry for misleading you. I just love hearing about other towns, and other countries. I see, Mr. Ringmaster, you and your company have performed all over Europe and the colonies, right? What sort of show did you put on in Boston? Did you stop by Jamestown too? Is it true New York has stores where you can buy tea and porcelain from the Orient? Oh, I really wish I could see your show. Since I can't, could you at least tell me about the different countries you've been to? Would that be alright, Senpai? Sure. We can't tell you everything, though. Really? That's wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Ringmaster. That's great. I love hearing about foreign countries too. How do you feel about your uncle? Uncle Carter is very responsible and strict and quiet. Everyone in the village is very pious. Yes. But I think they are also very stubborn and they don't like to admit when they made a mistake. But when Uncle starts talking to them in his calm voice, they always seem to accept what he says. I see. So the other villagers really trust him, don't they? So far away now, it's like the king dynasty, I think, and the Mughal Empire, and a place called Zipang. They're all so fascinating. I see. So it sounds like your uncle is where your love of foreign countries and your love of foreign country came from. Then I guess he must be. Well, I do love hearing stories like that, but my very favorite thing is when I tell them to my friends and let my imagination run wild. I especially enjoy telling them to Lavinia. She's always so interested to hear them. Lavinia? Is that a friend of yours? Yes, she's the same age as me, so she was also born the year of the comet. I need to get some drinks. Sorry, be right back. Again. What? No more. I just want to drink. No, you drank too many. Just drink something else. I can bring that if you want. I have nothing to drink it out of. Just drink the whole thing. Yeah, I still have nothing to drink it out of. No, but... Yeah. There's nothing to drink down here. She is the best. I always loved talking to her. None of the other girls have much interest in foreign countries, so they only ever ask boring questions. But Lavinia's loves to read, and she knows all sorts of things. Sometimes I even think she knows more than Uncle. Sometimes we even come here to watch the sea together. But... Did you and Lavinia have a fight or something? Yes, this time you saw right through me, Mr. Ringmaster. I must have upset her somehow because lately she just won't talk to me. I asked her about it, but she kept refusing to answer. So after a while, I got upset too. But she's still my best, most cherished friend. Being a part of her has helped me realize that. I noticed there were a number of friends of yours at the secret gathering last night, though. Does that mean Lavinia wasn't among them? I secretly sent her an invitation, but she never showed up, just like I knew she wouldn't. I wonder, could that girl be the girl who ran off into the forest? I talked to Tituba about this and she gave me some advice. She told me to be honest with myself and think about whether I had done something to hurt her without knowing to or meaning to. She recommended I ask myself 3 questions. So, what were they? First, have I pretended to be somebody I'm not? Second, have I jumped to any conclusions about her? And third, have I been neglecting to pay attention to tomorrow because I'm still nursing a grudge from yesterday? I didn't know what to apologize for at first. Oh wait, this course. May I say something? Does Lavinia have white hair and a very pale skin? That's right. Have you already met her, Master? Yes, I actually saw her in the forest last night. I guess I hadn't told you yet. Read her too, Mr. Ringmaster? Some people tease her about the way she looks. Some go even further and say she's downright sickly. But I think she is beautiful. She looks just like a star fairy, don't you think? If you ever make fun of her, I'll never forgive you. Don't worry, neither Senpai nor us will ever do that. Hey look, I can see a sailboat on the other side of the pasture. Eek! Senpai, that was a gunshot. It came from the direction of Matinity. It's the Indians! The Indians are attacking! Huh? From the sea? Didn't one of ours head for the wharf? Yes, I believe Robin and Neza did. Oi. Ow, you broke your promise. You broke your promise. So get out. Nope. Get out. I already gave you a chance. What's that? When you were speaking for that. Get out. Get out. Out. Abby, are you alright? Let's get back to the village before. Abby? Outside. Can't go outside. Outside in Salem, nothing but pain and suffering. Everyone who comes from outside is... Damn or. Oh yeah, Eternal Sunlight Discord is working again. I saw the notification. I'm not talking to you. Close the door. Close the door. Fuck asshole, brother.
I ain't leaving here alive now until you get down on the floor and beg for mercy. A blade? Preposterous. Dirt raid seaman? The true blade of my fire-tipped spear is red-hot flame. This red-hot flame, your flimsy arm, will they continue to blunder? The next strike will be no mere scratch. The hell? This wench off a rocker! And where the hell she get that thing from anyway? That's amazing. Is she just a fleck or a shot? Stop, martial artist. Yeah. Sorry about this, gents. Would you mind putting away those scary-looking muskets and knives now? The idiot is trying to relax before a big show. I hope you can understand. Oh, you're the one who started it. And I absolutely understand you're upset, but can we just keep it cool since we're in this tavern and all? What's the big deal, mister? What are you trying to pull here? You would have me remain silent in face of such shame? Got it. Let's wipe the floor of them. Absolutely. Once I am done, not even a speck shall remain. I'm Ringmaster. Are you nuts? You just got her. What was that? The first thing out of your mouth. I mean, through the evil. Therefore, I shall cut them down where they stand. Oh yeah? You're still on about that, wench? If you're trying to draw in customers, you're doing a terrible job. And what are you supposed to be anyway? Another Oriental or something? That's right, I'm talking to ya. Yeah? So you're a ringmaster, eh? What kind of company are you running in? And letting your fleets run wild like that is? So what exactly happened here anyway? Please listen, master. To begin, once we entered this tavern, Matcha here sat at a gambling table, began drinking. Hey now. Whatever became of the mission? He lost at dice more and more, even demanded I bet our travel expenses. Whoa, you keep that to yourself. Nothing better to do, so he followed his example, joined him, gambling table. Bad influence. Had no idea what I was doing. Beer was so bad, it was undrinkable. Then, at my lowest moment, third-rate seaman gestured towards me some milk. You didn't mind?
Next, he made me sit on his lap, told me to pour him another glass. That sort of frivolity, I also do not mind. Are you sure you didn't mind even a little? I do not mind, however. He began to complain how sad my body is. Can you believe? This body given to me by Tai Zenren himself. How dare this man appraise this body as sad? How dare he? That's what bothers you about this? And that got him thinking that about the kid he left behind in his own country. Yeah, that's right. You got a problem with that? So what the hell? How this bunch of years go on put a weapon on me? Absolutely no idea why I'm using this. Young ringmaster, this guy's just a big old lecture. He was just trying to get at wench to feel sorry for him. So he could take her to bed. He does it all the time. Sure ain't much to be heard in a Puritan port town like this after all. Yeah, neither we sailors nor yet performers belong here, so we might as well get along, ha ha ha. True, Neza was out of line, I apologize. Oh yeah? And you'll be buying us a drink? Well, ain't that thoughtful of you, Ringmaster? You might be young, but you got a good head on your shoulders. I did nothing wrong. Don't worry about it. Master's just putting an act putting on an act himself. At least I think he is. Shall throw all their tea into ocean. Cut that out. It's still a century too early for that. What's going on? What was all that commotion about? I rushed here as fast as I could, but all I see now is people drinking happily? Come on, what happened here anyway? I see, I suppose I understand. I'm just glad the matters were resolved before they got out of hand. Haha, performers, eh? If the storm's out in the bay keeps us stuck here, maybe we'll go see your show for ourselves. Has there been a bay? Is that why you're all hanging out in this tavern? Yeah, got it, Specs. Gotta say though, I was surprised you even thought to perform here in Salem at all. What sort of show will you be putting on? Oh well, we were thinking of... Hold it, all of you. I want to hear what you have to say too. They say you're going to around telling everyone on your traveling performers, but I don't buy it. Ringmaster, that guy's been sitting in the corner for a while now. He's one of the villagers. But I've never seen any entertainers like you before. I know there's a lot of strange folk in the theater, but no one will ever come to Salem looking to get rich. Unless they're secretly up to some dirty, shameful business like those sailors said. For that matter, you're awfully young to be a troupe leader. How many shows have you performed anyways? This will be our first... What was that? Well, it's not what it sounds like. She meant this will be her first time performing with her current members, naturally. And there are problems on her hand. Ringmaster, and please let me handle this. I have some notes from Chaldea for situations just like this. So I can see that you care deeply about this town and understand concerns. But I assure you that despite our appearance, we at the J600 Company are good, God-fearing people. We may not be Puritans or Quakers, but we always perform with gratitude for all of God's blessings. We pray every day as long as there's opinion than as fellow Christians. We hope to learn from the people of Salem's example, and if we can and bring them inside an indoor town without causing much trouble, even if you're a bit on the unusual side. Wait, she's blushing. Anyway, but that's giving us too much credit. It's not wrong. But it's not quite right either. We do our best to minimize those distractions in our lives precisely because we are drawn to them. Every child knows that plays are fun and exciting. And this tavern certainly sees the shares of people coming in to relax and enjoy themselves. The people of this village purposely go around turning blind eyes to each other's failings as long as they only involve a glass of hard cider. They only involve a glass of hard cider. We are all of us frail vessels, and so we do not invite further temptations into our lives. That is my concern about your troop. Hard cider is pretty good stuff. I understand that as performers we may not be welcome, but does that mean we're not allowed to and other respected villagers on your behalf? Why not try putting on a small show just for them and getting the approval from the village that way? I see. Senpai, I think this could be a good opportunity. Definitely. If you refuse to do so and mean to ply or trade without regard of the villager's sense of piety, then I would prefer that you leave. The barkeep tells me you're a guest of Professor Carter. All the more so in the case. If you don't want to be held up before the judge, you should go somewhere that's way more welcoming to outsiders like Rhode Island or Pennsylvania. This is Massachusetts. Ours may be a small village, but the eyes of God and His justice are us all. I don't want to see anyone hanged here. Hanged? About 4 years ago, I think, I saw a criminal hanged in Boston's town square. There was a talk of witch and foul play. Perhaps you heard of it. That's something I'd like to hear about. Finally, something relevant to the mission. If I may, Senpai, I think we should do this as this man suggests. It's a good opportunity and would make our investigation considerably easier. I guess this is a kind of test. I'll do everything I can to be of help, of course. I believe there was a play in the book that Anderson gave us that should be perfect. If it's alright with you, Senpai, shall we go with that one? Okay, let's do it. Understood, then let's speak to this man and request his assistant. Now we should head back to her room and get ready to perform. Oh, and you're wondering about Abby, I escorted her back to the town center. She was a little shaken up by the gunshots, but she regained her composure soon enough. At least I think she did. Patient. I should do it with this team. How long has it been since I last saw play? What a waste of time. Ugh, what a waste of perfectly good lamp oil. What nonsense is this? We worked so hard to build our tunnel and to fill it with such frivolity. I don't even see the Reverend here. Where is he? Go and start the show. Go ahead and start the show. Got it. Okay, everyone, remember, just like we planned, you should already be familiar with the place just from looking over it at Chaldea. We may not be able to bring it back to the actual script, but you should all have your lines from the notes I gave you. Matari, you play a striking flam. Sounds right up my alley. Ramen, you'll play King Solomon. Yeah. Now, of course, Ringmaster will lead everyone under the production. You'll have multiple roles, so you're going to be busy. This is pretty nerve-wracking. To be honest, I'm getting pretty nervous myself. I'm not even performing. I'll be helping out from the side of the stage, as a narrator and prompter. I did have important things to do back at the house, though. This is part of a mission, Medea. That's right, we need to That's right, we need to let these people get to know all of us, albeit carefully. That's it, I'm only a bit player this time around. Don't screw this up, Robin. I don't know why they picked me. I said I was fine being a tree, and why do I keep getting the feeling someone's staring at me? The gaze of our audience. Act now, or not at all. Show off. Stare. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule for our guests, Your Honor. I'm not here as a job, just a quality performance. It would be hardly fair of me to go around espousing purgative values, after all. It would only be determined production suited to be for all the good Christian people of Salem. A perfect, sensible choice. Can you tell me what the company will be performing today, Miss Mash? Of course, Mr. Carter. Tonight we'll be performing a story from Scripture. Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. Well, that sounds lovely. I can't wait. I'm afraid we don't have any velvet curtain, but please go ahead and get started. Ahem. Good evening, distinguished guest. Thank you for accepting our invitation. Yeah, I need to screenshot this, Smash.